Welcome back, guys. Let's make this beautiful short. You can call it Nika. Thank you, guys. Kindly
So
subscribe.
welcome back guys to this channel. I'll be making a short with elastic band. Short with elastic band, or you call it knicker with elastic band. Don't be like the Nigerians that will call it short knicker. So I'll be making use of this my leftover fabric. If you're making yours 1 inch, 1 yard should be enough. I just cut it into two. 1 yard should be enough. So let's get right into it. Thank you. I'll be using this elastic 1 inch elastic band, my scissors, my chalk, and my tape rule. So because it's a leftover fabric, I didn't bother to measure what I have, but in case you want to make yours, just measure the biggest part of your body. Maybe it's the hip or the lap. Sometimes the lap is always bigger than the hip because you're going to make use of you're measuring the one lap. So, and if you don't know how to take measurement for a trouser, I have a video on this channel on how to measure trouser, both crowd, trouser length, waist, band, and all that. So let's get to this. Here I'm going to be making use of my lap. My lap is 28 inches. 28 inches divided by 2 give me 14 inches. So if I have 16 here, which is okay. It's okay for me, 16 inches. So let's start because it's going to have an elastic band. I'll be making use of what I have as my hip for the waist. So let's sketch out this. So I will have this as my starting point. So remember the elastic band. I'm going is 1 inch, but I'm going to be making use of 2 inches so that it will be free. So I have the 2 inches, and from the 2 inches, let me roll it out. From the 2 inches, I'm going to measure my hip. My hip from my waist to hip is 9 inches. From waist to crouch is 11 inches. 11 inches. I'm going to put the link in the description box below how to measure your crouch measurement, how to get your crouch measurement. So, and for the trouser length, I want it to be 18 inches. Remember, don't measure from the elastic band anymore. Just measure 18 inches. I have 18 inches here, and I have another 1.5 inches for folding allowance. So it's perfect for me. So I'm going to rule it out. So I hope you can see it. I hope it's visible enough. So I have the hip here, the crouch, and this will serve as our waist and the length as well. This is the length. So for the waist, I'm going to make use of my hip. My hip inches, my hip measurement is 42. 42 divided by 4 will give me 10 and a half. 10 and a half. So I have 10 and a half inches here. Just bring it down like that. 10 and a half. 10 and a half. So I'm going to rule it. 10 and a half. That's what I have as the hip. And I'm still going to add half inch to the hip. Half inch. Half inch. You can decide to make yours 1 inch, so that half inch is okay for me. So for the crouch, I'm going to bring out my lap measurement here. I told you that my lap measurement is 28 inches, which will give us 14. So I have 14 here. And if you feel you don't want to use your lap measurement, just measure what you have here, the actual hip measurement, which is 10 and a half. 10 and a half, divide it into 2, and divide it again into 2. That means you're dividing it into 4. So if you open it, it will give you 2.5, 1/4. So if you place it here, you can see just remaining half an inch to get to what I measured here as my lap. So it's very okay for me. I'm going to roll it like that. And so for hem, I'll be making use of 9 inches. 9 inches. I'm not shaping this side because it's going to have an elastic band. And this one is a fitted one. I mean, without elastic, I will have to shape here with 1 inch at the waist and connect it to the hip. And this also will have shape, but it depends on what you want. I'm making use of 9 inches. So if you open 9 inches, it will give 18 inches, which is okay. And also add the half to it. I don't want it to be too deep. Let me just use a straight one. So for here, I'm going to connect this to this place. Or you can just decide to come out like 1.5 inch. Then you connect it. Don't make use of this. I'm making use of this. I'm making use of this in now. Then we are done. We are done like that for the front part. It's going to have a pocket by the side. So I can cut out now. Remember to cut the back. So for the back, just fold your remaining fabric and make sure you have like 2 inches left at the crouch. 2 inches left at the crouch level. Mark it like that. So it is what you have for the front that you place on the back, not what you will cut out anyway. So from here, I'm going to add 1 inch. 1 inch to all the upper part, the waist, the hip. I'm going to add 1.5 here because by the time we are bringing it out. So this is where my 2 inches gets to. And for the trying down part, I'm going to add 1 inch as well. I'm going to do 1.5. So connect the dotted lines. And for here as well. So place you can use your free hand. Just from there, cough it out. You have it. So this is for the back, and this is for the front, and this is the back. So I'll cut it out. It's just simple. So you can decide to cut it out here, or you decide to leave it and join it at this part. So you're done. It will be for the elastic band. We have the remaining the short. So I'm going to cut the pocket. So I have my pocket cut out, and this is my short. I'm going to measure from the, I hope it's visible enough, from the band. After the band, I'm going to measure 1 inch. That's where my pocket will start from. That's where my pocket will start from, and at least it will end to 6.5 to 7. That's where my pocket will start from. So right now I'll take it to the machine and join the front part, also join the back part. After I will join the crouch. I'll join the crouch now for the front and the back, and I'll come and show you how it looks. So I've joined the crouch. Let me see. I've also joined the back part too. I've joined it right now. I'll take it back to the machine and add my pockets. I'll add my pocket and I'll join both the back and the front together at the crouch part. So right now I'm going to take the crouch and join it with half inch to this side. I'll make sure that this opening ear, this the same ear and the other seam meet each other like this. It must be like this. So I'll sew it half inch from there to the other side. And I also join the side. I'll come and show you how. So remember the 2 inches we added that we marked at the upper part. I had to turn it to the wrong side. So I use my iron to make this part flat. I'm going to turn the 2 inches now. 2 inches. I'm going to turn it like this. 2 inches. So I have 2 inches now. I will fold just like 1/4 inch in like this. Can you see? So I will do it all round with my iron. You can do it with your hand, but I'm going to make use of my iron for ease. I just want it flat, flat like this. I've folded and used my iron for both the front and the back. So it remains for the hem now. Remember I added 1.5 to this hem part. So I'm going to measure as well. So for this part, it's either you sew it or you can use your hemming gum. Make use of this. You can make use of your hemming gum for this part or you sew it. It depends on your choice, okay? So I'm going to fold this part. After I folded it, I'll go on, sew it on the machine. Then I'll come and show you how it is before I pass the elastic band to it. So I have sewn the band. This is it, and I've done the hem as well. So right now, I just want to pass the elastic band. My normal waist is 34 inches. So if I'm going to cut elastic for that, I'm just going to deduct like 2 inches from it because I don't want it to be tight so that it won't be giving me mark on my waist. So I'll be making use of 30 inches. And if it's too big, I can still reduce it while sewing. Can you see? So by the time I stretch it, it will still be okay. So that's what I'm going to use just to show you. I'll cut it out, and so I have my safety pin. I'm just going to put it like this. So the opening I left, I have my opening here. I have the opening here. I'm going to pass it. You will see the reason why I said why I first ironed the sewn part flat. I didn't iron it flat. Here I will have problem with it because the pin will be stuck in here. But because I've ironed it flat, then I can go freely. So I've done passing it in. You can see. So right now I'll take it to my machine and sew and maybe like double stitch on it. Then I will also close this part. I'll come and show you how it looks. Before that, I'm going to stitch on it. I'm going to top stitch it round like 2 times so that the elastic will not be shifting, it will not be drifting. It will not, you will not see it folding like this. It will still be straight. So I will do that and come and show you the final look. Thank you. So I have it. I have sewn on it. I have top stitch. This is all done. I've also ironed it. I have my pocket. I'm going to put it on my mannequin and see how it looks. So guys, this is the finished look. I decided to make a top on it. This is the side and pocket. See how beautiful it is. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.